Praise the Most High, family. Praise the Most High. And we had to get up and get out of that truck today. Such a gorgeous day here in the Carolinas. Still a little chilly now, don't get me wrong. It's still winter time on the map. Or should we say the calendar. So we still must dress accordingly. Praise Abba Yahuwah through his son Yahusha Machiach. Thank you, Father. Let's see if we can set this up today. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I hope everyone is well today, as we was getting ready to say before our storage ran out on our tablet. We just had it going to the wrong place and not to the SD card. But praise the Most High, family. It's a grand day here in Charlotte. And like I said, I hope everyone is well and that you too are able to get out and enjoy such a glorious day, gorgeous day here in the Carolinas, if it's in your neck of the woods. Which I know a lot of the country is. Here in America, we're experiencing a lot of storms, which we had last week, and are supposedly coming this way now, but praise the Most High, we take what we can get. That'll do. Yes, indeed, praise the Most High. And as I was saying, we have a grand idea for today, and it is this present world's system. This present world system. And what I wrote in my notes, this present world system is broken. Yes, indeed. And we continued in our notes saying, or for any system to work or stand, there must be order. As Machiach said when speaking on Hasatan, casting out Hasatan. And we see that idea in Mark 3:23 through 27. And Yahusha called them over and responded with an illustration. How can Hasatan cast out Hasatan, he asked. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Similarly, a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And if Hasatan is divided and fights against himself, how can he stand? He will never survive. Let me illustrate this further. Who is powerful enough to enter the house of a strong man and plunder his goods? Only someone even stronger. Someone who could tie him up and then plunder his house. Praise the Most High. It said it can tie him up and then plunder his house. Oh boy, what an idea. And he did speak about civil war. A kingdom divided by civil war will collapse. Praise the Most High. Hey, how you? Alright. And a family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And we see that a lot today, family. But more than anything, we see that in this country. And we see that is the downfall of this country. And basically, folks fussing over the slaves. Oh boy. And what to do with them. Or used to be slaves. And what to do with them. But Yahusha was responding at this time to folks calling him a demon, casting out demons. He had healed somebody and they said he's Hasatan or has a demon casting out demons. And he was saying, how can a system, in my own words, stand if it's at odds with itself? And see, Yahusha is that strong man that came and fractured this system, that broke this system. And then he gave us the work. It's called the kingdom of the Most High. See what Yahusha did? He came back and brought order. The Most High's order. From when there was a fracture in the Most High's kingdom with Adam and Eve. They didn't want to follow the orders correctly. So they took and gave their authority to Hasatan. See, that's what Hasatan says when he was trying Yahusha in the garden. In the wilderness. He said the power has been given to me. The authority has been given to me. Simply because Adam gave it to him. Adam and Eve. Adam more than not, because he was given the authority. What Yahusha was telling us then was that he is the power that came and spoiled this kingdom, and has in fact given us himself to continue the spoiling of this corrupt house world system. And what I mean by giving us himself, he gave us the power, the authority, since he is the power and the authority, to continue his work. And as we said, the people were saying he had a demon and was casting out other demons, which was very silly to speak out loud, but showed the extent to the blindness of the minds of the people at that time, and at this time also. And we see that in 2 Corinthians 4 and 4. And see, when we say that the authority had been given over to Hasatan, Yahusha explains that in this text here. Like I said, in 2 Corinthians 4 and 4, it says, Hasatan, who is the Elohim or God of this world, has blinded the minds of those that don't believe. And one version makes it a little bit clearer. It said, who won't believe. They are unable to see the glorious light of the good news that Yahusha came to save them. They don't understand this message about the glory of Machiach, who is the exact likeness of the Most High. The exact likeness, saying that he is the physical representation or mirror image of the Most High Spirit in the physical. Praise the Most High. Every kingdom must have a rule of order, so it's set up by a chain of command. If any level of that order is fractured, then the entire system will fall. Yahusha came and spoiled this kingdom, making an open show for all to see. First, let me back up. In the text, it speaks on principalities and wickedness in high places. See, that's the chain of command that Hasatan has set up, trying to mirror what the Most High has set up with his chain of command. But we'll look at that in a little bit more here in a second. And we looked at Colossians 2 and 15, and having spoiled principalities. Well, let's read that over. Yahusha came and spoiled this kingdom, making an open show of it all, making an open show of it for all to see. And pardon me, family, for stumbling across some of these words. This sun is in my eye and it's putting a glare on my phone, and I have it pretty much on high, so it's still a little bit hard to read and see, so it will flow like I want it to. But praise the Most High, you get the point. Thanks for bearing with it, brother. Like we said, Yahusha came and spoiled this kingdom, making an open show of it for all to see. And we say kingdom, but we mean, just like they say America or Washington, when they speak on Washington in the news, that means the leader or the capital of the country, or it means the country altogether at times. So we're speaking on Hasatan and his kingdom of evil or darkness. And then we looked at, like we said, Colossians 2 and 15. And having spoiled principalities and powers, he made an open show of them, triumphing over them in it. And what that means is, as one script says, he took the keys back from Hasatan. He took the power back from life and death from Hasatan. Praise the Most High. And finally, we said we're going to get this idea in and get on going today. Since we put so much time into one we had yesterday, we want to look at these principalities and these powers. And I call them the players. But we call them the players. And what we mean by that is the pieces of the chessboard. As you notice, the chessboard has different players, but all of them have different authority and power. So keep that in mind. And the ones closer to the king has the most power. The ones closest to him, surrounding him, protecting him, has the most power. And see, we can look at that even in our lives, on our level of the players in our lives, and we can see the players and their authority in our lives, and how that affects us, and how we approach this kingdom we're in and deal with it. And we said everyone we put the most trust in are the players Hasatan trying to get to spoil us early from childhood. And we saw parents, teachers, doctors, preachers, and then the politicians. See, Hasatan is trying to, we looked at the idea that the love of many would wax cold, as the script says. So this is coming from your home with your mother and father. It says the mother would lose love for the children. And that's basically both ways, the mother and the father. And would abuse their kids, sell them off to this world system. And also the teachers, they go to school and get a terrible education, telling them that what they're learning at home ain't right, that they need to learn this world system. Just like when that thing was going around, they say that you can bypass your parents and go on and get it. That and abortion also. Craziness. But then we go to the preacher next. And we spoke on them yesterday, so we're not going to really jump on them, but they're a bunch of lying, what they used to call them, slew-footed preachers. Oh boy. Pimpsters is what they are. They're pimps. They're pimping Hasatan's ideas to the Most High's people, not telling them the truth. They pimp for that money. They lie, they steal, they cheat for that money. And the doctors too, they do the same thing. See, these are all the people that we're supposed to trust the most. See, just like I had a doctor who was my prime. And family, you know, they give you the love and spill or the pitch that they really like you, that they're really trying to help you. But then when you go home, just like with the preachers, you go home and do your homework from what they try to sell you. Like I said, just like the preachers. And you start understanding, I see something wrong in their this prescription they're trying to give me. See, just like with the preacher, they're telling me something that ain't true. Oh boy. But this doctor was giving me something that was making me worse off. One doctor gave me a heart medicine that caused diabetes to come along. And then she tried to give me another diabetes drug, which instead of taking away the numbers or dropping the numbers, it increased them. And come back and say, well, that happens. It's just your body needs to get used to the medication. Yet while that's happening, I had to start taking insulin shots. And right then and there, I told the Most High, Father, I'm tired of taking all this dope. And one of them was, like I said, I went home and did my homework. It was a recall on it. A red flag sent out because somebody did a study and it said that heart medication did more harm to the heart long term than it helped. Pardon me. And one doctor said that it didn't even help his patients. So he began to take them off the pills. See, you do know that every pill that they write a prescription for, they getting a cut. Every single pill they getting paid for. See, these are the players in this world system, family. But see, we have to believe Yahusha when he say he came to bring life and life more abundantly. So what's that gonna mean is that we're gonna have to reject this world system and all the lying players. And finally, the last one was the politicians. And them and the preachers, I think they have the closest relationship with Hasatan than any of the others. They are more right there in it. Hasatan has their ear more than not because they're working on a larger stage or a larger gathering of people that they have to manipulate and lie to sell the okie doke to. Praise the Most High, we're saying no more. This system has fallen, it's broken, and now we're ushering in the Most High's kingdom by calling us all back to Him, to repentance. Like the text says, if you call on the name of the Most High, you shall be saved. You come to Him and say, Father, I messed up. I tried to live my life without you. I can't do it. Just like my Aunt Yum here on YouTube, he has a song. Silly me, how could I think that I can make it on my own? Silly me, how could I think that I can do this on my own? Can't do it, family. We need Him through every step of the way. Right along this path, we need Him. Can't do it without Him, family. So the question today is, are you still trying to live in and under this broken system? Still trying to attach yourself to it? Still trying to get your piece out of it? I heard a Moray say this on yesterday, I believe, or the night before. He was speaking on how one of our Okotis put up a post that was saying one of our brews was saying how they didn't care how this system was treating us. They just wanted a better place in the system. And the Ark was saying something that I would definitely echo. He was like, you're not gonna get no better system, no better place in white supremacy. Oh boy. See, they already have their players lined up. And you can see it in our neighborhoods. Who comes in, open up a store. See, all them folks, they can come right over here and get right into business. But like another ox said, they have to go through protocol. You cannot associate with them people too tough but selling them the drugs, the alcohol, and yes, them cigarettes, the blunts. That's all they sell, them little corner stores in our neighborhoods. Old food. So praise the Most High, family. We need to get out of this system. What the text says, come out from amongst them and be separate, says the Most High. And family, this is not only spiritual, this is physical. See, you have to start letting the Most High remove you from the system. And it's going to take time, family. It's going to take time. Like we said in the prior recording, maybe a few ago, that it took time for the Most High to get me off of all them addictions. Porn being one of the hardest ones. And cigarettes. Oh my goodness. Porn and cigarettes. Then that weed. I should say them blunts. I wasn't too tough on that alcohol, but them cold, what was it? Them cold silver bullets, them Coors Lights. Like I said, I used to have to have a package when I made it to the house. But praise the Most High, I'm no longer enslaved to that part of the system, or any part of that system. Yes, I still have my my weaknesses and what I heard a ox say the other day, or this was last night. Pet pea sins, the ones that you always keep in the cuff, that you talk about other people being on drugs, but you have a porn addiction. So yes, I have to be mindful of those things as I maneuver through this system, knowing that I have in the past had a very strong addiction in that area, just like marijuana and cigarettes, which now I can't stand the smell of either one of them. They get me sick. Pardon me. I get an instant headache, my eyes and nose start burning. I had to get out of that vicinity. See, that's something the Most High blessed me with. I needed that. And that's how we have to be. We have to keep our defenses up. Like we spoke on the idea of the hedge of protection. Praise the Most High. Family, that's our time. We can't cross that line of the hedge of protection that He's put around us. See, the only way that hedge is coming down is if we allow it to come down. Just as we said in Job's life. Something made that hedge come down. And like I said, I believe it was something the Most High saw that could have been a greater problem, which were them hard-headed youngins. Oh boy. Which was them hard-headed chaps. And he called himself sacrificing for them. And see, family, I may be wrong with that part of the idea. But the text says you reap what you sow, right? And that's my time, family. I love y'all so much. Do stay up and keep pushing forward in the right direction. Shalom.